So, shall we begin the class now? Okay. What were we discussing in the previous class? Anyone? Yes?
Capital.
Capital. Right. Yes, it was capital. What is capital?
Amount invested by the owner.
Who is giving the answer? Rahul, you. Very good. Yes, amount.
Invested by the owner.
Okay, the amount that is used to start a business, the amount that is invested by the business to by the owner to start a business, that is called capital. And it is not compulsory that capital is in money terms only. It can be in the form of furniture, building, anything other than cash. That is called in kind. The word that we use is kind. I'll share the screen. We'll see. After learning some basic business terms, accounting terms, we'll again revise the previous topics. What is event? What is event? Yes?
Refers to any activities which happens in a business.
Very good. Something that has taken place in the business, something that happens in the business. And this event can be what is recorded in the business. What kind of events are recorded?
Day-to-day operations.
No. Daily several activities are taking place. Huh?
Money included.
Okay, yes, that's the right answer. Only the events that has monetary terms involved, money involvement, only such activities, events will be recorded. Okay? And next important term, entity. What is entity? In the accounting, you should know the term entity. What is entity? Entity means something that has got a separate existence. Okay? We have a business and we have an owner for the business. Both are considered as different persons, separate entities. Something that has got an existence, that exists. Okay, my business, it is existing, it is there, and that is considered as an entity. Okay, I told you I have a beauty parlor. I am the owner. I am the owner of the beauty parlor. Okay, so my beauty parlor and me, are we both same? One? Can we consider it as a single person? No. My business, that is one entity. It has got separate existence, and me, the owner, is another entity. Okay, so something that exists, separately from something else, that is called entity. It has got its own identity. Okay, for accounting purpose, each business organization or entity has an existence separate from its owner. Okay, so let me tell you one point here. When we prepare the books, when we are doing the accounting, we prepare it from the point of view of the business. I am the owner. Okay, I am the owner. So when I write the accounts, these many are my expenses, these many are my profits. When I write it down, I write it in such a way that business is writing. We are preparing the accounting for what? Is it for the owner? No, it is for the business. It is for the business to know about the business that we prepare the accounts. Am I clear? We want to know the profit of the business. We want to know how is the business going on. Is it successful? Is it a failure? Okay, what is the condition of the business? So we are preparing the accounts of the business. And when we prepare the accounts, we prepare it from the point of view of a business, as if the business is writing. Definitely the owner will be writing, the shop cannot write, it is not a human being. Okay, so the owner will be writing the accounts, preparing the accounts, but as if the business is writing it. We'll come to it. So that's why we consider the business as a separate entity. Business is a separate person, owner is a separate person. Is it clear? The point is clear? Okay. Pavitra is having a boutique. Okay. Pavitra is having a boutique where a variety of materials are available. So Pavitra and boutique, are they same? Pavitra is preparing the accounts for herself, her profit? No. Her boutique is an entity, separate entity, and Pavitra is the owner, another entity, separate person. Okay, clear everyone? The term entity? Yes, okay. Now, business transaction. We know what is transaction. I told you that day somebody is going to the shop and purchasing a packet of biscuit. So, to get the biscuit, we are making payment. You can see the picture, McDonald's, the children visit McDonald's, they are purchasing something. Okay. So, a transaction, a business transaction. There is another term, business transaction, economic transaction, financial transaction. That means where there is exchange of money takes place. Okay. Purchase and sale of goods on cash or on credit. I'll tell you what is credit. The event that involves money is a financial transaction. Is that clear? You know what is transaction now. Yes, what is a transaction? Krishnanunni, what is a transaction?
Giving someone, passing.
Exchange of money. You give money, you buy something, you purchase something. Okay, that is a transaction in simple way. Okay, and here you can see purchase and sale of goods on cash or on credit. For cash means what? Try. Cash transaction. Rahul went to a shop. He is purchasing kurkure and he made a cash transaction. What does that mean? What do you understand from that? Easy.
He just paid the money of that.
Yes, Alan?
Ma'am, he gave money for the product.
Right, yes, that is a cash transaction. Okay. Rahul went to a shop, he purchased kurkure, he took kurkure at the counter, he made payment. Immediately at the counter, when he reached the counter, he is making payment. He gave cash for it. That is called cash transaction. Okay, that is clear now. Cash transaction. Now let us see what is a credit transaction. So I said Pavitra is having a boutique. Okay. Sayujya, her friend, is visiting Pavitra's boutique. Okay. Sayujya liked 2-3 materials and she is purchasing it. But Sayujya is telling Pavitra, dear friend Pavitra, I don't have money right now. I will pay it later on, some day after. That is called credit transaction. Okay, you are not making the payment now. Immediate payment of cash is not taking place. So transactions, we have two kinds of transaction. Which are they? Cash transaction, credit transaction. It is very important regarding accounting. Cash transaction and credit transaction. Clear? Transactions where immediate payment of cash takes place. That is called cash transaction. Okay. Transactions where immediate payment is not taking place. Clear? Immediate payment is not taking place, but payment will be done someday in the future. That is called credit transaction. Okay, anyone, any doubt? Credit transaction, cash transaction? Is it clear? Yes, okay. Now, next is capital. We know that. What is capital now? We discussed capital. Capital is the amount of investment done by the business. By the business owner into the business. It is the investment done by the business owner into the business. The investment can be in the form of cash or in kind. This is what I said. Note the point. Cash or in kind. Cash or in kind. That means that day we were discussing about someone. Was it Vinay starting a ice cream parlor? I said. Last day, previous day example. Okay, somebody is going to start a business. To start a business, definitely he needs money. He want to take a room for rent or purchase a building, purchase a room, and whatever required for that stock. If he is dealing with ice cream, his good is stock. He need to purchase stock. So for all that he needs cash. So cash is an investment, as well as I said, if suppose he is having his own computer at home. He is not using computer at home. So he decides, why should I spend extra money to purchase a computer? I have a computer sitting idle in my house. I'll take the computer to the office room, to my business. So the computer, is that cash? No. It is called in kind. That is also an investment made by the owner. In kind. Okay? Plant and machinery. For any business, a production, a machinery is required. Plant and machinery means the machines that used to produce. Office equipments, various equipments. If we have it at home, or if the owner have all that at home with him, he can take it to his business. So that is all his investment made for the business. So the investment, what is capital? Investment made by the business owner into the business, either in the form of cash or in kind. That is called capital. In other words, we can say that it is a large sum of money, a huge amount of money, which you use to start a business. Whatever money or something else that is used to start a business, that is an investment made by the owner in the business. That is called capital. See, in the picture, see a lady, she is having cash, she is having her own building, she is having her own vehicle, and suppose she is doing a cake business. She has her own microwave or the baking machine, whatever it is. Machinery is also there. So she is making use of all this to start a business. So her capital includes cash and kind. What is kind here? Building, vehicles, machinery. This is cash and all these are kind. Capital in kind. Will you forget the term kind? Okay. Yes, Alan? You have a doubt? Alan Shibu?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, any doubt? I saw you raising your hand.
No, ma'am, I don't have a doubt.
Okay. I thought you were trying to ask something. Okay, so the concept of capital is clear. We know what is business now. We know what is event. Then what did we discuss? Transaction, cash transaction, credit transaction. Then we discussed capital. Okay, no? All these terms are clear now. Okay, let's move to another aspect, business term, accounting term, that is asset. Asset. Have you heard the term asset anywhere? What do you think is asset? Try.
Ma'am, is it which is useful for us,
Which is useful for?
our needs?
Yes. Okay, that's right. Asset means, you're right. Yes, that is right. Whatever the business owner have got to do his business, to conduct his business. Okay? The resources that the owner has got. Assets are the economic resources. I'll tell you all the meanings. Just listen. Assets are economic resources, tangible or intangible, owned by the business enterprise and are used for the furtherance of business. That is to expand the business. Whatever the business owns to conduct the business, that is called asset. In Malayalam we say swattu. Okay, that is asset. What is your asset? Your home, your property, your land. Isn't it? That belongs to you. You are the owner. Am I right? Yes or no? You in the sense whoever, your parents, your grandparents, whatever it is. That person, whoever owns the house, whoever owns the property, that belongs to them. Similarly, the business owns whatever the business owns. I told you, business is considered as a separate entity. This is our business. Okay? If the business, the building, this building belongs to the business, the land, building, okay, machinery, machines. So, whatever things are used in the business to run the business, to operate the business. Somebody is having a boutique. Definitely she needs a room to run the business. So that is her building or room. That room or that building is placed in a land. That is the asset. That belongs to the business. To stitch the clothes or to do the production, we need machines. So that is an asset. Is it clear? Asset? That is asset. Any economic resources that is owned by that is owned. It belongs to the business, okay? That is owned by the business enterprise and are used for the furtherance of business. That means for the operation of business, to expand the business. That is called asset. Yes, Anish, what's the problem? Any doubt? No.
No, ma'am.
Okay. So that is asset. Swat. Remember swat. Your swat. Asset. Okay. Whatever belongs to you. Here we are learning about business. Whatever belongs to the business. For what? For conducting the business. For the operation of the business. Now we have various classifications. We are going to divide asset. Here I'll tell you the tangible, intangible, what are the meanings. I'll tell you. Okay, we are going to classify the assets. Can you see the screen? Okay. The assets, we can classify them in 3 ways. Based on the duration held, for the time period. Based on the duration, we can do a classification. Based on the physical existence, how is it present? Can we see them? Can we touch them? We'll come to it. Based on the physical existence and based on the use. What is the purpose? So we are going to classify assets into under three heads. Okay, let's take the first one, first classification, that is based on the duration held. Duration means what? Yes, unmute and say, Pavitra. Whoever wants to answer. What is duration?
Time period.
Time period, correct. Time period. So based on the time period, we can classify assets into two: current assets and fixed assets. Okay, what are they, Nestle? Give me the answer. Is Nestle answering me? I can't hear you. Current asset and fixed asset. Okay, right. So let's see what are current assets now. Okay, based on the duration time period, we are classifying assets into current asset and fixed asset. Current asset means these are assets held in the business for less than 1 year. If we are using something within an year, within 1 year, it is not exceeding 1 year, within an year, that is called current asset. Okay, no switching off the videos, please switch on the videos. If you want to do something, you want to go, give me a message in chat and go. Okay, so what is current asset, Aparna?
Ma'am, current assets are the assets which are owned by now, maybe will not have it later.
Sorry, once again.
Ma'am, which are owned by now, like cash and bank balance.
I didn't come to cash. Wait. What is current asset? Assets which are used for 1 year, for a period of 1 year, within 1 year, not exceeding 1 year. That is called current asset. Okay? And automatically, what is fixed assets? What is fixed asset? Just the opposite. What are fixed assets? Assets which are used for more than 1 year are called fixed assets. Okay? Assets which are used for more than 1 year of time in the business, that is called fixed assets. Okay, so let's see current asset. Example of current asset. Example of current asset is cash. Cash. Why cash? Because cash balances keeps on fluctuating. We purchase, we sell, cash come in, cash go out. So it is not stable, it's not fixed. It keeps on changing. The cash balance keeps on changing. Am I right? And we have another term, inventory. We'll discuss it later, but still I'll tell you what is inventory. Inventory means the stock. See, we have a boutique owner here. Boutique means you have materials, dress materials are there in the shop, isn't it? That is what a boutique is. Is the material stock always permanent in the shop? No. If it is a supermarket, whatever they trade, whatever they sell, is it staying like that only? No, people purchase it, the stock get reduced, again we add stock. Ice cream, we sell ice cream, quantity of ice cream is getting reduced in the shop, so again we purchase, restock them. Am I right? So that is called inventory, the stock. Cash, bank balance, cash, bank balance. Cash means the cash that is with us. With us, here we are talking about business. So cash with business. Bank means if the same cash we are depositing it in the bank. Am I clear to all? That is called bank balance. So cash or bank, both are same. Both are same in the sense both belongs to the business for a short period of time. It may increase, it may decrease. It keeps on fluctuating. Okay. Now let's see the fixed asset. Fixed asset also called long-term asset. Long-term asset. I told you it is used for more than 1 year. Let's talk about the building. Building. Is it used only for 1 year? No, it is used for long period of time. Okay, if you visit a Thrissur round, you can see buildings, very old buildings. Just with a touch it will fall. That kind of buildings are there in Thrissur still, isn't it? So buildings means they are fixed asset. Do you understand the difference now? Machinery. If any machinery, is it used only for 1 year period of time? Machines in a factory, in a business, we use machines for long time until it is damaged, until the machine is having some problem, error. Still, until that time we will be using a machine. Yes, so machine, building, land. How about the land? Is it current or fixed? Fixed asset. The land is not getting damaged. Nothing is happening to the land. Even if the building gets destroyed, any problem there, still nothing. The land is not at all getting affected. So you understand the difference between current asset and fixed asset. What is current asset? Let me ask. What is current asset, Vishnu?
The asset that is not permanent.
Sorry, assets that are?
That is not permanent.
Not permanent, which are used, the correct term is within 1 year. Okay? It is
Yes,
not
ma'am.
permanent, okay, that's okay, but still the more clear term is within 1 year of time. Less than 1 year. You can say less than 1 year or not exceeding 1 year. Okay? So that is the first classification of asset, current asset, fixed asset. Land and building, plant and machinery. Then what? Can you say some other fixed asset for me? Yes? Try?
Car.
Car. Yes, car. Definitely. Car. But there are people who exchange car, who change car within months. Okay. But still, vehicles, the trucks which are used in the business, you can say like that, the vehicles, they are fixed asset. Lorry, the ones we use to transport goods. Okay. You're right. Anything else? Land and building, plant, machinery. Then anything else?
Ma'am, furniture.
Sorry?
Furniture.
Correct. Furniture. We won't keep on changing the furniture based on the latest designs. No. Only when it is damaged, we'll change the furniture. Right. Furniture. Long-term asset. Furniture. Then, anyone? Anything is there to be added? So you understand what is current asset and fixed asset. Okay. Now let's move on to the second category, that is based on physical existence. Physical existence means what? What do you understand by physical existence? Yes. Physical existence. What is the meaning? Physical existence means what?
Physically present.
Present. Okay. Physically existent. Okay. Let us see. Physical existence, we can classify the assets into two. tangible assets and intangible assets. Tangible assets, these are all the words required, the vocabulary required, learn it. Tangible assets, intangible assets. Another category of assets based on physical existence, tangible assets, intangible assets. Okay, let's see what is tangible assets. Tangible assets are those which can be seen and touched. Okay, see, just a second, before going to that, you can see a table here, assets on the basis of convertibility or duration, both are same. Fixed asset, current asset. You see the picture, no? Land, machinery, building, and are the fixed assets. Current assets, the cash, bank balance, investments, inventory. Investments and deposits. You deposit some money, we discussed in banking. We deposit some money in the bank and we withdraw it soon. After 2 days, we withdraw it. So it becomes a current asset. Cash belongs to me only. I am the owner. Okay. So investment, deposits, that is also current asset. Now coming to, let's move to tangible asset. Tangible asset means are those assets that have physical existence. You can see them. You can touch them. You can feel them. Okay. Your chair. You can see that. It has got a definite shape, structure. They are called tangible assets. Clear? And there are certain assets which cannot be seen. Okay? Cannot be seen. They are called intangible assets. Okay. We'll stop with this. We'll see you in the next class. Okay? We have a meeting now. I'm winding up the session. Thank you.